Welcome to Go South Outdoors. My name is Andrew Whitman. Today we're on another hunt. We're actually up here just south of Hattiesburg with Passionate Pursuit Ministries. They've invited us and a handful of wounded war veterans out for a special hunt. Should be an enjoyable weekend.
Here at Passionate Pursuit Ministries, it's a faith-based ministry that we passionately pursue the presence of God in the outdoors. That's what it stands for, and that's what we're here to do. We believe for us as hunters, there's no better place than to pursue God's presence than in the outdoors. The Bible says, "Be still and know that I am God," and this is just a perfect place to go and be still, kick back, and just listen to God and work in our lives and spend some time in the blind. There's no better place than that.
We all met at the camp and unloaded. Everybody sighted their guns, got ready to hunt, and settled into what was going to be a great weekend.
It's in the circle. I know you Marine guys.
Well, we do have a group of guys here today that have given so much for us. There's no way we can possibly give back to them as much as they've given for us. But just the opportunity to sit with these guys and talk with them and hear their stories and the sacrifice that they've given us, what a blessing and a true just honor it is to sit and share a blind with some of these guys that so willingly gave so much for us. To be able to do that is just truly a blessing.
Yep, yeah, Marines don't make good snipers.
Once everybody arrived, we got to know each other for a little bit, got assigned our hunting spots, and we're right off out into the field. On my first hunt, I was with Marine veteran Michael Savoy. We were on a nice tall stand on the top of a hill overlooking some beautiful hunting area. Unfortunately, it was freezing. It was like 35 degrees, the wind was blowing 20 knots. We were cold, had a little propane heater, didn't do much. Actually, it blew out a few times. Even still, we started seeing some action, but nothing to really get our blood pumping. Mike and I sat there silent. It was really cold, and we didn't really know each other. But we knew we both loved hunting, and we both were looking for the same thing. I didn't push myself on him, talk to him a whole bunch. Turns out later on in the evening we would talk for hours and hours and hours, really get to know each other. Mike is an amazing individual, and I'm really glad I got to spend this time with him, even if it was in silence. It was clear that we weren't going to take this doe or her fawns, so it was fun to sit there and watch them run around. Eventually they caught wind of us and ran off. But we were hoping maybe, just maybe, a buck would come out. wind was still howling, and the deer and her fawn had moved on. I was hopeful that we would see something exciting before too long, and right before dark, we did. The sun was setting, temperature was dropping. We were freezing, so we decided to pack up. But as we were packing up, Mike spotted a deer sneaking up right behind us. We positioned ourselves, sat there silently, and waited for it to get close enough to get a good shot. She darted off into the woods. Mike had a great shot on her. It was plenty of blood, easy to find her in the woods. We found her in no time. The four-wheeler was right on time. We were done taking our pictures and we were freezing. We loaded the doe up on the back, headed back to the campfire to warm up. It was kind of cool to hear everybody else's stories and have Mike show off his doe. Good times. I really didn't get a chance to speak with Mike that much in the tree stand as it was so freezing cold. So it was really nice to hang out around the campfire and listen to his stories and really all their stories about what the armed forces meant to them.
Hello, my name is Michael Savoy. Served in the United States Marine Corps. We did a hunt yesterday evening. Great hunt, one of my best ones. We got to spend a lot of time with Mr. Andrew here and seen quite a few does. I believe it was like 5 does, and we had one of them sneak up behind us, nice doe by herself, and made a real nice shot on it, and we wanted to make a little tracking job on it. Found the doe, and successful hunt, great hunt, and great people. Thank you.
For the morning hunt, I was with an Army veteran, Gary Powell. He's an avid hunter and had bears, elk, and all sorts of animals under his belt. We were in a nice, calm blind, had a beautiful open field. I was really anxious to see what was going to come out the woods. hunting camp had given us permission to take any animal. We had open season. It was really, really generous of them. So when nothing came out after this spike, he decided to line up and take the shot. We were both surprised to see that deer run so far. I thought he had a pretty good shot from behind the camera.
He's right underneath it. Not moving anymore.
We waited about 20 minutes to let things settle down, and we snuck out the blind to go look for it.
I made it a point to film all the way through until I couldn't see the deer anymore. And if you look closely, you can see that the deer stops, and then I zoom out. Which led us directly to this blood. Unfortunately, this was the only blood we could find, which left us in a little bit of a predicament.
We searched and we followed the blood trail. It looked like the deer run off into the river. So we called in for a little backup. We called Brian for a little help. We couldn't find the deer, so they brought 2 Socks, the camp dog, out, led her into the woods to see what she could find.
He can probably tell us where to drain it. You know, there's a
Not this oak tree. Unfortunately, the dog led us to that exact same spot we had found overlooking the river. We were gonna have to go home empty-handed, but at least there was a beautiful breakfast waiting for us when we got there.
We went out this morning, kind of brisk, cold morning, deer hunting. After being there for about an hour or so, Andrew saw one at about 12 o'clock. We sit there and watched it walk up to the feeder. Waited around and see if anything else would come up. Nothing else showed, so I took a shot at it. It was a spike, pretty big spike. Had a pretty good hit on it, I thought. Took off through the woods, and we waited about 20 minutes and went out trailing it, trying to find it. Followed the blood trail until it stopped. And started looking for about another 30 minutes and had a couple of other guys show up, and we went to looking some more and we didn't find it. Came back here and ate breakfast and grabbed a dog. Some folks call him Two Socks, some folks call him Drake. And we went back out looking for it again. But to no avail, didn't find it. But it was still fun walking out through the woods. You know, it's a great day.
After reviewing the tape, we realized that maybe his scope was a little off, so Gary and I went outside and sighted his gun in again. He was now shooting tight groups, and he got his confidence back. This afternoon hunt, we were going to be ready.
Beautiful. Yeah, so.
Okay. Now, something I don't use it too. It was a long time since I said it's something 200.
What,
I heard that one hit.
There's on the left, upper left corner. Spot. So, what do you think?
I wouldn't. Put a few more shells. Shoot your shells first, but just to have a few more in your pocket. These are Hornadies and three, probably the exact.
The deer's heart is about that size. Any one of them shots there. But I think the first one was right here, the second one was there, the third one was there, and this is where the last one hit at right here. So, and I had the crosshairs right here. And I may have moved a little bit. It wasn't really locked on there, but.
From a hunting standpoint, the afternoon hunt was a bust. But that's not really what this whole thing was all about. I got to spend some time with Gary and really listen to the stories that he was telling me. After years of wartime service, Gary had compartmentalized a lot of feelings. And it's trips like these that really got him out of his own head, and he felt comfortable enough to talk about them with me, which was an honor. It's a really good thing that Passionate Pursuit Ministries is doing, getting these guys out here just to be free, to talk, to relax, and not have to worry about people judging them.
I was speaking with one of our hunters, Gary, and he said something that to me was profound. It may not be to you, but for those of you who love the outdoors and understand it like we do, and just the blessing that it really is, he said that it was therapy for him, and that he was very introverted and kind of withheld from people, and when he came back and got to going fishing and hunting with some of these guys, just what it meant to him to be able to get out around other soldiers. And it truly blessed me, because that's what we want. We just want to offer that opportunity. And so I just am truly grateful for you guys and for all the people that helped with this. So many volunteers, so many people supported it financially and bringing and feeding us and giving us this land to hunt and things like that. It's just been truly amazing.